Hey YouTube, ABFigs here. Welcome to episode 18 of Wrestlemania. Man, I can't believe we're already at 18 episodes of Wrestlemania. Now, unfortunately, the clip that I just filmed, the camera did not work, or it crashed or something, and I just completely lost all the footage that I did. I unboxed a package from eBay, U-Shop. I bought it from eBay from a seller that couldn't ship to New Zealand, so I got it sent to a US address. From there, it got sent to New Zealand and paid the shipping. I might as well just go through. It was sent in this, just a little envelope here, no protection in it. There was no bubble wrap, no extra cardboard or protection at all. It was just a bare figure in there. And U-Shop opened it at their warehouse. I don't know why, maybe security reasons or to cut down on shipping so it could be cheaper, but it wasn't closed up properly. I wish I could show you. It was closed up like this. There's the tape, it says open, so that's verification right there that it was opened. And why is it not clear here? Because they taped it directly on the figure. It was not closed up properly. It was literally taped up like this. You could see the figure through it, and the tape was directly on the packaging of the figure. And the tape was so strong that when I tried to carefully peel it, it completely teared it. Let me show you guys. I don't mean to start off negatively on this episode, but that's just what happens here. It is the new Elite Target exclusive Hall of Champions Undertaker figure. Great figure, but that's not the point right now. Because of the lack of protection, look at this. Dented really badly up here. Creased along the back and up in the corner here. And the tear that I was talking about, right here. Not acceptable. U-Shop definitely getting a complaint. Man, maybe it's a good thing that the footage was lost, because I was really angry and I even screamed. So, let's get to the next package. Let's not worry about this anymore. Let's hope that this footage doesn't get lost like the last footage did. We've got two more packages here. I'm going to start with the big one here. This one is from eBay, and I'm really excited for this. It's an older figure that was released in 2010 in the Legend series. Legend Series 3, probably the best set, or one of the best sets that they had for the Legends line. And why am I getting this? Oh, I'm going to have to tell you guys in a future video, or maybe just later on. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Maybe once I open this, I'll let you guys know. That was easy to open. That's awesome. And they put it in a bag here. Oh, here we go. Oh, this was not cheap, but it's something that I really want for something. Oh, it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Why did I buy this? Because if you are in America, or if you're aware of something called San Diego Comic-Con or any other Comic-Con, New Zealand's version of that is called Armageddon, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan is coming to Armageddon in about an hour away from where I live, and I'm gonna meet him, and I'm gonna get him to sign this. I'm gonna give you guys a close look at this figure soon. What an awesome figure this is. The only Elite Hacksaw Jim Duggan figure to date. Here's the back. It's not in perfect condition, but it's the only one I could find on eBay. And I'm sure I could just straighten it out if I just use a book or something. It's a little dusty. But that's not really the point. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And now this is another one from my good friend Figure Fanatic. I wasn't sure if he wanted his YouTube name mentioned. He doesn't actually make YouTube videos, but he comments on a lot of my YouTube videos. A good friend of mine. He's supplied me with a lot of figures in the past. In his local warehouse store, he had this figure there for months, and I was never able to find it. And I kind of didn't want to pull the trigger there for a little while for some reason, but I decided, nah, I just want to get it, just in case it sells out. Sorry, bear with me for a minute. This part will be time-lapsed. It is Elite Series 49, Randy Orton, and unfortunately, in the packaging, in the shipping, it got a bit dented in the back because it wasn't protected. That's a bit gutting because the pictures he sent me from when he was at the warehouse picking it out for me, it was in perfect condition, but the packaging, to be honest, could have been a bit better to prevent this from getting damaged, but it's unfortunately gotten a bit damaged in the post, which is very unfortunate. But it is Randy Orton, and why did I get this figure? Because this is the exact attire that he wore when he fought the Undertaker at Wrestlemania 21. So we've got one more package here as well, so let's show you that. Hang on a minute, there's something I missed from the package from my good friend. It says save till last. It's a good thing that I missed it because, yep, this is save till last. Now let's have a look. What's in here? I wasn't expecting anything like this, so it's awesome for him to include a surprise like this for me. What's this? Wizard World Chicago, John Cena. Oh! Series 27 Fandango. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is literally something that I've wanted for years. Holy crap. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you, dude. Oh, awesome. Seriously, awesome figure. Amazing detail. And see, I'm not just going on about it because I've got it here. If you guys don't believe me that I've wanted this for years, that I've really been interested in this figure, I think in my first ever video on this channel I expressed interest in this figure. Let's see if we can get some flashback footage going here.
I'm hoping to add Elite 27 Undertaker up here once it comes out, because that looks awesome, or maybe Fandango, because that looks really awesome as well.
So there you have it. Oh, so awesome. Thank you, dude. Awesome. Fandango figure. Oh yeah, thank you so much. And even this Wizard World Chicago John Cena VIP experience lanyard, I actually think this is related to something that I unboxed on Wrestlemania last year. I have it over here. This Never Give Up John Cena towel that came from John Cena himself when a friend of my friend who supplied me with these goodies here actually got to meet John Cena at, I think, Wizard World. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be what this is. This must be the lanyard that he wore to meet John Cena, and John Cena gave this person the Never Give Up towel because he was so impressed that he had travelled all the way from New Zealand to meet him. I think it's something along those lines anyway. I may not be 100% correct, but wow, this is an awesome piece to go along with that. Very awesome. Thank you so much, dude, for the Randy Orton figure, Fandango, and this John Cena VIP experience lanyard. Our last package of the day is another one from eBay that I used UShop for to get this here, and thankfully this one is in a box, but I'm praying that this doesn't continue the trend that we've had on this episode of Wrestlemania where every mint on card figure is damaged in some way. I really hope this is the exception. They've taped this up really well. It might take me a little while to open it, so this part will be time-lapsed. I think we have it. Oh, there's one bit of tape I need to... There we go. It's a figure that I already have, but I only have it loose. It is the Toys R Us exclusive, rest in peace Toys R Us, 20-0 Wrestlemania 28 Undertaker. And thankfully, this one is in better condition. I am so relieved we finally break the tradition that we've had on this episode. This one is in great condition, and I got this one at a great price on eBay. It's not a figure that I needed desperately, but to continue my mission to get all the Elite Undertaker figures mint on card, this is one that I needed. It's one that, well, at least in my experience, I haven't seen it cheap on eBay often, so I decided to pull the trigger on it. I feel very lucky that I managed to get this for the price that I got it for. It was retail price in America, plus shipping. Shipping is the killer, but the fact that I got it for US retail price is incredible. let's give you guys a closer look at all these figures. Now, considering that this is a big episode of Wrestlemania, we've unboxed quite a few figures in this episode. We can't afford to waste much time reviewing the figures, so this one I'm not going to give a full-on review. I'll probably review it in a different video, but just a little update. Unfortunately, in the U-Shop terms and conditions, they will not take responsibility for any damage, whether direct or otherwise, so unfortunately there is no way that this situation can be resolved with that. So that is really disappointing, but I'm working on getting a new one right now. I'm thinking that I'll probably open this up in the future and we can do a separate review on this. I'll just give you guys a quick look at the packaging now. At least we save some time on this, and it's something for you guys to look forward to in the future, a full-on review. And I have a couple of fix-ups in mind for this figure as well. As you can see, he's missing elbow pads and there are a couple other things. So let's move on to the next figure now. Oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Let's have a look at the packaging. It has a classic Legends logo with the old style WWE logo without the F on it, obviously, because they're not allowed to do that anymore. He has a picture in the background, but it's kind of covered up by the American flag. Display stand included, as it says here. And on the back, I'll move it up a little bit for you guys. Picture of him, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There's a little story there. Pause it if you want to read. Others in the set, this is probably one of the coolest Legends lines they did. I have Mr. Perfect loose, and at one point my brother had Vader. Both really awesome figures. Now let's take a closer look at Hacksaw Jim Duggan. For accessories, Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes with an American flag, and of course something that he's well known for, the 2x4. Amazing, very basic looking figure, but that represents Hacksaw Jim Duggan perfectly. This looks just like him in my opinion. The face is a little bit cartoonish, if I can get some focus in, but it does the job. It's got a screaming expression, pretty accurate. Hacksaw often made this expression. He has blue trunks, blue knee pads, and blue boots with the laces. They aren't white, which is awesome in my opinion, because it makes the boots look a little bit worn out when the color has gone out of the lace. And he has the white soles as well. Just not much to this figure, but that's what's so good about it. Let's look at the Viper, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. The packaging first, standard elite packaging for 2017. There's his picture on the side there, and on the back of the packaging, same picture, some details. It says the ring attires from April 2005 from the match that he had against Undertaker at Wrestlemania 21. So that's a really cool thing about this figure, others in the set. And now let's take a look at the figure. Randy Orton's accessory is a t-shirt, parody of the NWO logo, but instead it has RKO and Randy Orton below the lettering. I'll get some focus in for you guys there. Looking at the face, I think it looks a lot like Randy Orton. It's a head sculpt that they reused from back in 2010, I think, for an old basic figure. The paint application on the eyebrows are a little bit different, but I still think it's a really good resemblance of Randy Orton from back in that time. Of course, he doesn't have the full tattoo sleeve here, but that's why I like this figure so much, because it's different. It's a lot different to any other Randy Orton figure, well, Randy Orton Elite figure especially, but he still has a few of the tattoos that he has now. Just that one on the shoulder and one on the forearm, and a half one on the back. We can't see that at the moment. He has black elbow pads and white wrist tape. That's something that he doesn't do these days. He has black trunks with white designs and a purple outline, purplish bluish. You can't really see it on the camera, but it is there. He has black knee pads and standard black boots that he's always worn. Now taking a closer look at Elite Series 27 Fandango, let's take a look at his accessory first, being his entrance vest. Really awesome details. It says, "What's my name?" on the back. Let's quickly take this off. It's pretty easy to remove, to be honest. So that is always good when you have easy to remove vest. Very colourful designs. If I can get it in focus. Yeah, very, very awesome. Closer look at the design on the back. It says, "What's my name?" Lots of silver studs, and then there's the little
silhouette design of his pose there. Let's take a closer look at the actual figure. Firstly, we'll take a closer look at his face. I think this has a really good resemblance to Fandango. They did a really good job, especially for the first Elite, or actually at this time it is the only Elite Fandango figure, but this was the first ever head sculpt they did for Fandango, and they nailed it in my opinion. Just very accurate. When we get down to the torso, this is the only figure that includes this torso mold. Obviously it's way too ripped, it looks a bit cartoonish, but with the vest on you can't really tell, so it's not as big of a deal for me. That's why I'm still a really big fan of the figure. He has wrist tape on both wrists. I believe this attire, if my memory serves me correctly, I think he wore this at Extreme Rules 2013, but again, correct me in the comments if I am incorrect, but great detail on this. It's awesome that Mattel were able to pull out a figure with this design. This would have taken a lot of money out of their budget using all these different colors of paint. Really amazing, to be honest. For one of the most detailed Elite figures in my opinion, and whenever I think of colorful figures, this is always the first one that pops into mind. And if I can steal a phrase from Jim Ross, as he introduced Undertaker to the ring at Wrestlemania 28, in a really bad impersonation, he said, "Through 50-foot-high flames walks the demon of Death Valley, one of the most intimidating individuals in all of WWE." Now this is not including his entrance attire, that came in a different figure in Elite Series 27 from Mattel. This instead represents Undertaker during the match, and he includes two very important parts of the match. That is, as stated on the side, the sledgehammer and the chair. His 20-0 at the top, that's really cool. I really like the design of the packaging, how it's unique. Picture of Undertaker there, pay-per-view headquarters sticker, only at Toys R Us. Rest in peace to Toys R Us. On the back of the packaging, again, really unique. It's really awesome how they designed this, especially for Undertaker. It has the WrestleMania 28 logo as well as a picture of him, and in really small words there is a description. I'm not sure if you guys can read that, but if you can and you want to, pause it there to read. Now let's take a closer look at the Undertaker. Let's take a closer look at the accessories that Undertaker comes with. First, the sledgehammer, which delivered the final blow before the tombstone to Triple H at the end of their Hell in a Cell match. And of course, the chair, which was used on both of them, and it left amazing welts on Undertaker's back, that's for sure. Looking at the face, this is the first Undertaker figure that they released with the short hair, the mohawk. I think they did a pretty decent job on it. Just if you guys can see, there's a better angle of the short hair up there. A little bit inhibited because it's in the packaging, but that's alright. He has the neck tattoos of his children's names. He has the tattoos all down the arms, signature Undertaker look. The one bit of color in his tattoos is there. I think it's a feather pen, or I can't really tell from here. He has a long black elbow pad on his left arm, two black MMA style gloves. He has the black singlet and the black tights, and you can't really see the design on the side that well because it is pretty dark design, unfortunately, but it is his classic Undertaker cross T symbol, whatever it is supposed to be, and he also has his laced up black boots. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos like this, feel free to check out the video right there. Follow me on all my social media accounts at the bottom of the screen, and most importantly, if you haven't done it already, click here to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.